Sidequesters, The Hero Quits, by Chad McDeadlift. As narrated by me, not Chad McDeadlift. Chapter 2, Chapter 1, Part 2? Wait, Chapter 2 is called Chapter 1, Part 2. Are you serious? This is fucking stupid. This book is terrible. No, I quit. I'm fucking done. I'm not doing this shit anymore. You will sit back down and read from funny book. No, I'm fucking done, dude. I don't want to do this shit anymore. Read from funny book? Or do svidania Amerikanski? You know what? How about you fucking make me? Chapter 2. Chapter 1. Niet. You will do a funny voice. Make you laugh. Or else. Yeah. I get it. This book is awesome. It's totally fucking great. Great book. Okay. Chapter 2. Chapter 1. Part 2. A full month had passed since that fateful day at the base of Bleeding Death Mountain. During his travels, Hero found himself upon a crossroads on the outskirts of Arizona. To his left, traveled a road to the city of Beria. It was a rustling metropolis where commerce and industry were key, where creativity was the core of their culture as the people painted their hair all colors of the rainbow and drew murals of outsiders upon their tattered walls. A place where vagrants released their bowels upon the sidewalks, and crime ran rampant due to strict sword and axe regulations for the citizens that did, in fact, obey their king's oppressive tax laws. To his right led a road to a collection of smaller hamlets called the Backwoods. It was within this village that one could find every man, woman, child, and even household pet armed with various forms of knife, sword, axe, and mace, some within the king's regulation, most though not. A highly religious, almost fanatical village, it was mostly peaceful and void of crime, yet their IQs were so very low. Though they did shun outsiders and most bloodlines were kept strictly within the family, a place where the term cousin fucker was coined. So it was between both roads that Hero decided to walk straight and avoid the left as well as the right. Mere hours had passed before Hero came upon a sign at the edge of a clearing. Shithole! 2 miles up. Have beer. So it was that Hero decided to seek out this town of Shithole and perhaps find honest work and lodgings. Mostly it was a bath he sought, for he stank of orc blood and stale death. Welcome to Shithole. Pop 1-69. Haha. The sign read, with the 1 crossed out in chalk before the 6 and the 9. He was confused whether only 69 people now lived here, or if some horrible plague had suddenly taken the lives of 100 fine citizens of Shithole, lowering the number to 69. Perhaps the was a warning of some twisted joke brought forth by disease. Across the town's gate was an inn, conveniently placed for wayward travelers to take respite from the long journey that brought them here. Shithole stayed busy as a town, being that no other city was around for miles. It was completely self-contained and somehow thrived absent a hierarchical structure of kings and taxes. The inn was musty and smelled of lacquered wood and ground stone. Its lobby had a fireplace, lit and dancing with flame, as the innkeeper sat behind the desk doing all to ignore Hero as he entered. The bell rang twice before the innkeeper, a dirty man with a staunch mustache, acknowledged Hero, putting aside his copy of the latest book in a popular adventure series. A story about an elf that falls in love with an orc and must endure the criticisms of an orc-phobic society. "What?" said the innkeeper in a snappy tone. "Yeah, I would like a room. Perhaps you could point me to the miller or the smith so that I may find work to procure coin," said Hero. Yeah, 10 gold. I have but 5. Look, 'tis 10 gold, and that's final, or you could go slay a dragon. Hero looked at the innkeeper in utter annoyance. I am no slayer of dragons, orcs, demons, or dark lords. I just want a room, he said. Can you believe this shite? The innkeeper said, referencing his book. They made the fucking orcs blue. Blue orcs? Everyone knows orcs are green, and the elf has red hair. Elves are blonde, ya twits. Of course, this is what I get for reading trash written by an Amazonian. Look, I am sorry your fantasy adaptation is not true to form, but I need a room. Amazonians are not known for their care of source material, said Hiro, trying to appease the innkeeper. The innkeeper stood up and took a glance over at Hiro. He saw that Hiro was a man of stature and had little time for games. Okay, tell you what. Stay in room 8 for the night. In the morning, head south from town and bring us a dragon egg. They live up in the mountains behind us. Mostly leave us alone, but them eggs is worth the coin. Will they not come looking for it? Of course they'll come looking for it, ya nitwit. That's why we hire out dragon slayers with dragon armor to kill dragons, to make us more dragon armor, to steal more dragon eggs, to make us more coin, to lure more dragons, to make more dragon armor. But since you don't want to slay a dragon, you can lure one to us and make some coin. Yes, I see. So, none of that makes any actual sense. Is there perhaps a need for a fisherman or a woodcutter? The innkeeper looked at Hiro with a flat affect and gave him the key to his room. Room 8, upstairs, 4th door on the left. Hiro found the hall and quickly entered his room. The room was sparse with a bed and an iron-gated bathtub. He quickly undressed and placed his spare sword on the windowsill. The spare sword he carried had a simple black enameled sword hilt with a round pommel, rather long and slim. It was as sharp and deadly as his main sword, Penetrator, yet had less sentimental value. It looked like every other sword that every other overrated adventurer carried on his back, or side, or horse. He would have been more frightened of the bathtub that could swallow him whole, were it not for the fact that, with any luck, he could avoid any needless fighting and get a decent night's sleep. The fight lasted for no more than 5 minutes, yet it was brutal and gory as could be. Teeth went flying as blood was sprayed in every direction from an excessive amount of stabs and cuts and slashes from the swords of both men, each laid in a puddle of their own blood that kept spraying out like a sprinkler from every wound. Though sprinklers have yet to be invented, it is, in fact, the closest analogy. What happened here? Asked Hiro as he came downstairs the next morning. These fuckwits couldn't agree on which room was theirs. I told them 4 and 5, but they had it amongst each other to take 5 and 4. I said it don't feckin' matter which room you take, they's the same. So naturally, they began stabbing each other, said the innkeeper. Oh, wait, did your accent change? Hiro asked, confused. Yeah, I'm British. It slips every now and again. Now listen here, I figured I'd give you a piece of advice. No matter which room you pick up at the back of the inn, they's all the same. Well, off you go. Good luck with that dragon egg. Hiro left the inn and set out on a quest. An annoying quest, to find a dragon egg. He visited a number of inns and had a dozen different questions, followed by even more ridiculous side quests. Some would steal his backpack and run off, only to return it due to its sheer heavy weight, or give him clues of a dozen different dragons they claimed were their own. Others would tell him to keep walking, and that the dragon egg would be waiting for him upon his return. There was even a new owner of a new inn that claimed to be the owner, but Hiro had a hard time believing that they could be the owner, due to it not actually being an inn, but a shitter in a back alley. Of course, the shithouse in the alley did sound convincing at first. What's more, they didn't even have any idea where the dragon eggs were hidden. You look desperate. May I buy you some lunch and a drink? Asked a homeless woman to Hiro. No thank you. Wait, how? Asked Hiro, very confused. She had a cup with hot chocolate in it, but Being homeless, she had no way of getting him a glass of the drink, so she gave him no drink at all. It was so very pointless. Hero nearly turned back and gave up on his journey before the woman spoke to him once more.
You want to go east out of town? Follow the left path up through the woods. Run past the forest troll, go up through the winding path through the mountain, and into the second, not first, not third, second cave. There you'll find the dragon's den.
She said. Wait, how? Hero was cut off.
Oh, handsome man like you wandering around aimlessly is obviously on a quest to steal a dragon egg to lure a dragon out to kill a dragon, to make more dragon armor for more adventurers, to steal more dragon eggs to lure more...
Okay, I get it. Not really, but I get it, thank you. I'll be on my way.
How about a quick blowy? 5 shillings and I'll take me teeth out, aye.
The homeless woman smirked. Skipping ahead a few hours, Hero came upon the winding forest path. After picking up a tiny pouch from the side of the path and a broken shell from a rock, he went further into the forest. There was a sudden sound coming from behind a tree, which caused Hero to spin around. The pouch he grabbed got caught in a nearby tree. The tree's trunk stood on the other side of a small pond in which he was standing. Why am I doing this? Hero asked himself. Again, the sound of uneasy rustling came from behind the tree. Leaves were upturned, and tiny splashes could be heard. A small hedgehog came out from the pond and stared his large eyes up at Hero.
Hey, yeah, you big guy, can I have that back?
Asked the hedgehog. Now, what the? Asked Hero, very confused.
The pouch, been looking for that. My name's Skippy the hedgehog,
said Skippy the hedgehog. Hero looked around to see the source of the voice he'd heard, yet found no one.
Down here, big guy, the hedgehog, I'm talking directly to you,
said Skippy, the talking hedgehog. Still, Hero saw no sign of any man once the voice could be heard. Further around the pond he searched, and still nothing but a small, excruciatingly cute and adorable hedgehog.
Look down, dumbass. I am talking to yous, the hedgehog, the one you're blatantly ignoring. After fighting orcs, lizardmen, giant spiders, and literal mutated vegans, you think a talking hedgehog is so far-fetched?
Asked Skippy, the obviously annoyed and only talking creature within earshot of Hero. Hero leaned down and saw a small hedgehog with brown fur wearing a tiny blue pointed cap with yellow stars. An obvious use of magic had been laid upon this pond. Have you been cursed? Hero asked Skippy.
Cursed? What? No, why would I be cursed?
Skippy answered. You're not a wizard with some odd curse to appear as a tiny creature.
1, no. 2, what the hell? No, I'm a regular-ass hedgehog.
The hat though.
Oh, this thing. Yeah, I just use it to pick up chicks. They love the whole powerful wizard shtick. So, hey, that pouch. Yeah, mind if I see it?
Hero grabbed the small pouch from the tree he set it in and crouched down to hand it to Skippy.
Oh, thank you so much, bro. Been missing this for a while,
said Skippy. Now, what's inside it? With the pouch now in Skippy's tiny hands, he pulled a tiny little vest out, adorned with various decorations. It was sleeveless and black, stitched upon it the names of past excursions.
This, my extremely tall, burly friend, is my battle vest,
exclaimed Skippy. A look of confusion crossed Hero's face as he wondered how something so tiny could be such a great warrior. Skippy proudly put on his vest and sighed with relief.
Oh, just like old times. I thought I lost you there. Smells like booze and still fits like a charm,
said Skippy. These names upon your battle vest: Mega Doom, Black Zombie, Death Knot, Dragon Slayer. They are great foes you have bested and taken their names as a trophy. Skippy laughed. Then he laughed some more. Once Hero thought the tiny hedgehog was done laughing, he laughed yet more.
Oh, jeez. Oh, God, what? No. Oh, Lord, you're all funny. No, these are heavy minstrel bands. I got this, seeing them on tour.
Skippy laughed. Hero took a deep breath and tried hard not to look too visibly annoyed. What is a heavy minstrel band? Hiro asked.
Oh, it's a bunch of guys that get drunk. They play taverns and spend their shillings on more mead. They usually have a lute player and the guy that bangs on metal pots and pans while another guy screams about how angry he is. It's great. We should go to a tavern show someday. I hear Blood Ritual is touring again.
Now, maybe later, Hiro said. He looked around and saw that the day was getting late. Ready to get back to his task at hand, Hiro asked, You don't happen to know if there are any dragons nearby? Skippy began laughing hysterically again. What's so funny? Asked Hiro.
Oh jeez, you're not falling for that find a dragon egg to take back to lure a dragon out to slay and make dragon armor for those nitwits in Shithole to sell scam, are you?
Honestly, I don't know. The adventure really makes no sense.
No shit, lunkhead. They made that up to send broke adventurers out of town to go on a wild goose chase. Or should I say dragon chase? I bet they told you all about the forest troll too. Newsflash, everyone in Shithole is a troll. You got duped by overly muscular friend.
There are no dragon eggs, are there?
I don't know, but there is a whole dragon grotto right over that hill. The dragon pot's real, just no one around here has ever slayed one. I mean, don't you think they'd have given you dragon armor to protect against dragons while you lumber away with one of their eggs?
Now, those fucking trolls! Hiro lowered his head and gave in to the feeling of despair he'd felt since leaving Wrathmore back at Death Doom Mountain. Sometimes he wondered that perhaps he should have stayed to fight Wrathmore yet again and win yet again until the Dark Lord's eventual resurrection. Yet again. It was all so tiresome in Hiro's mind that he looked to the horizon and stepped foot away from the soothing pond. Skippy could tell something was eating at Hiro, and not in the fun groupies in the back of a tour wagon sort of way. He could see the loss of adventure and the will to continue on within Hiro.
Hey, big guy, cheer up. Look, it's not all bad. Tell you what, let's go to that grotto and I'll join you. I mean, hell, sure this pond is nice, but it's kind of boring here. And a little lonely. Screw those assholes in Shithole. I say we go see if there actually is a dragon egg out there. Maybe we'll get rich. It's gotta be better than this, right?
Hiro took a moment to consider the words of his tiny friend and decided he was right. There was no point sulking about. He picked up Skippy and placed him on his waist belt pouch.
Okay, if I'm traveling with you, shoulder please. I can smell your balls that close,
Skippy said. Hiro picked up Skippy and placed him on his shoulder pad instead. So this dragon grotto, how far is it? Hiro asked.
It's about 3 days' travel up past that hill,
Skippy said, while facing a small hill to the west. Hiro looked around and tried peering off into the distance. Ahead, he could see but a simple mound, followed by a few unremarkable boulders, and a slight rocky formation about 4 feet high. There were lots of trees, though. That hill. That one right over there. The one that's about 10 feet away. That's 3 days' travel? Hiro asked, perplexed.
It is for me. Have you seen how tiny my legs are?
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I'm Hiro, by the way. Shall we?
Wait. Your actual name is Hiro? Oh my god. What the hell? What are you, an orphan with a mysterious past?
Yes.
Oh, that explains the spiky blonde hair. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
And thus, Hiro and Skippy ventured over the 5-foot-tall hill in less than 3 minutes' time. As their adventure began, what perils would lie ahead, they thought. Giant frost trolls, flesh-hungry ogres, emotionally charged protesters. It mattered not for the new friends, as they were now on their path, unguided, unhindered, and so very unfocused.